Bleach arrived in Shonen Jump in 2001 and became popular among readers and joined the ranks of such shonen such as Naruto and One Piece. But even though it had maintained a good standing throughout the years, it lost sales and eventually the respect of the anime community. But why is that? Okay guys, BurningBeach108 here, bringing you guys a video detailing my thoughts as to why Bleach failed as a big shonen and is looked down as the worst of the big three, despite it having a dedicated fanbase. Now before I start, I want to say that you are allowed to love the Bleach series. For some people this might have been your first anime and introduction to anime or shonen in general. This video is not to bash you guys or to try to take away your love for the series in any way, but rather give y'all guys reasons as to why I think Bleach is where it is now and why it possibly won't ever get an anime returning or even a continuation in the future. But without further ado guys, this is my video on the reasons Bleach failed as a big shonen. So the first thing to talk about is Ichigo as a character, and why his development hurt the Bleach series. Okay, so some real quick background. When Bleach was about to end in its last 2 weeks, I started reading the series. It would spend about almost 3 to 4 hours a night just straight shooting all the chapters I could. I did this so that I could read the final chapter as it was published. So trust me when I say that Ichigo has one of the worst character growths in all of Shonen. But let me explain this. So Ichigo started off the series as a punk kid who seems unhappy with himself. He meets his partner Soul Reaper Rukia, who by the way is my favorite female in all of anime, and she grants him his powers, and from this point on Ichigo swears to protect his friends and train harder. So after about a week, and getting to the fight with Aizen, what difference was there to Ichigo's character? That's right, absolutely nothing. Ichigo from the start of the series had a sense of responsibility, and because of this, it made his character seem stale, because he couldn't possibly learn anything more than what he had in the first 100 chapters of the manga. Now before you claim I'm a hater, hear me out. Let's compare Ichigo to the other 3 main shonen heroes people love. First we have Luffy, who dreams of becoming the Pirate King. Because of his goal, he strives to create a team of the best people he can come across, and throughout his journey, he learns to love these people that he goes through life and death situations with. He also has to deal with his crew doubting his ability to lead them, which leads to awesome character arcs where Luffy has to prove himself and also make himself stronger to protect his team. Now when we look at Son Goku from Dragon Ball, for those unfamiliar with Dragon Ball's start, at the start it was sort of a journey adventure series. This changed once the 21st Budokai arc happened and took a more action route. Goku through the first 3 arcs of the Dragon Ball series was lighthearted, carefree, and just cared about the thrill of the fight. But after the death of his friend, Kuririn, Goku snaps and swears revenge on Simba who killed him. This was a major change in growth for Goku's character, because this was the first time seeing him get serious and put more responsibility instead of just fighting for a good time. Now, when I talk about Naruto, I know a ton about this character because, as you know, this is a Naruto channel. Naruto starts off as a bratty kid who paints stone faces, and because of the words of Iruka he changed, and he wished for the acknowledgement of his peers. Now throughout the midpoint of the series, he fought against pain and became the hero of the village, gaining everyone's acknowledgement, but that wasn't the end of Naruto's growth as a character. The Toad Sage told him that eventually he would fight Sasuke, and eventually he met the Sage of Six Paths as well. So Naruto continued to grow until he eventually became Hokage at the end of the series, and even in Boruto still continues to grow. So Naruto as a character is flowing with growth pretty much, and is an example of what a shonen protagonist should be growing like. But I digress. Jumping into my next point, environment variety is huge in making a huge and successful and memorable shonen. When we take a look at 2 of them, Dragon Ball and Naruto, let's take Dragon Ball first. We have the Budokai Tournament, the mountains, Namek, Cell Games, Supreme Kai's planet, and more can be said for the series. When we take a look at Naruto, the same can be said. We have the Naruto Bridge, Chunin Exams Arena, Final Valley, Forest of Dead Trees, Uchiha Hideout, Konoha's Battlefield, Danzo's Bridge, 5 Kage Summit, Nine Tails Chamber, the War Battlefield, Conway Dimension, and Kaguya's Dimensions. Naruto is way more, but I'm not gonna bore y'all with a 5-minute explanation, so I'll keep this one short. Now the point I want to make here is that Bleach in this aspect lacks a lot. Counting off the top of my head, I can only remember 3 areas: Soul Society, Hueco Mundo, and the Soul Palace. A total of 3 places is a big problem. A big problem when I try to go back and read Bleach is that I don't know where I am half the time. And if I wanted to recommend a certain scene or small detail, I can't easily look at the surroundings and know exactly what point of time I am in the manga, which is a huge problem. As I gave you 2 examples, even if you haven't read Naruto or Dragon Ball in a long time, seeing the background of Namek or the Final Valley would instantly tell you the art that you are currently in. This is a huge problem and just an annoyance I had and still have with the Bleach series as a whole, and is why I personally feel Bleach has never had and never will have long-lasting appeal in the future. Repeating art syndrome. Kubo has the worst case of this I've ever seen in Shonen. What do you do when you can't create a unique story? You just copy and paste the story arc you just completed and perfected. You also do a crappy job in retelling it. The reason the Arrancar arc feels so flat and dull is because there was no tension. The reason we cared in the Soul Society arc was because we cared for Rukia and how Ichigo would save her. Orihime being in the same situation just felt lazy, and with too much focus on the side characters other than Ichigo, it made it feel jumbled and not as important. We even took about 30 or so chapters to get back to the Ichigo vs Ukiura fight. No other shonen has done this before, and there's a reason for that, because it sucks. You do not build up a fight with your main shonen protagonist just to sideline it for other characters. But that's not the worst part. The moment Kubo tried to be original and make the Fullbringer arc, it became the worst arc in the series, and after such a failure, Kubo did the most retarded thing possible and yet again redid the Soul Society arc. To Kubo's credit, I did enjoy the first 30 or so chapters of the Blood War arc, but about halfway through most people knew it would not have a good finale, and the lack of Ichigo vs Watch was ridiculous. Not having a good final battle can hurt a shonen status, and though people like to point out at Kage from the Naruto series, we still got a spectacular Naruto vs Sasuke match at the end of the arc, redeeming its finale. So overall, this was an easy point, because it's almost impossible to deny. Kubo redid his same arc idea 3 times in the series and it hurt it. For an example of how to do this right, Naruto went from an escort mission to a tournament arc, to a president's search arc, to a retrieval mission. Every arc was different and unique. Now I do have a video planned for around Thanksgiving time where I'm going to detail some of the Naruto arcs and why I think that Kishimoto's art direction is pretty genius. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, hopefully you'll check out that one when it airs. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell icon to be notified when I upload that video. But you know guys, that's going to be my reasons as to why Bleach failed as a shonen series. I know some people are going to be denying it. If you do deny it or you think I'm wrong, put a comment below, let me know what you think, and yeah. But if you did enjoy the video, if you're one of those people that did enjoy this, I am planning a video discussing every Naruto arc in the series, because I really do think Kishimoto's one of the best writers in shonen, and a lot of people take for granted his arc ideas and how unique he really made his series. But that's going to be a video hopefully near Thanksgiving time. Maybe it'll be on Thanksgiving, I don't know. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to put a like and share it around guys so that more people can see. You can also subscribe, that way you see my videos when they come out. I am a Naruto channel, so if you're new to my channel, I do upload Naruto videos. I'm trying to get 3 out per week, so yeah. But until next time people, God bless y'all, and remember guys, enjoy the experience.